And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the final game of the semifinals of the 2024 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Summer Tournament. And we have got a barn burner for you tonight. We have got tied at one game apiece in a winner-take-all situation. It's Angel FM taking on ScarletShadoww. Whoever wins tonight will be taking on the defending champion Big Slamu in the Grand Championship. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and speaking of champions, we've got our 2020 champion, DK, here in the commentator's booth. Well, I tell you what, this series has definitely lived up to the hype and then some.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a fantastic couple races. Each night at 9 p.m., we've gotten to see it 3 nights in a row now, and it looks like we're going to throw them a curveball tonight. No spells and only 5 strength to start.
And only 21 HP. Yeah, 22 MP, but no spells to use it on. So I'm going to tell you what, anything can happen here. And I think it's going to come down to a couple of things. You saw last night, Angel FM looked like it was going to be a slam dunk win for Angel FM. Got to Charlock with the advantage. Then disaster happened. A decuple run fail. That's 10 run fails in a row to a red dragon, burned him up 3 of his heal mores, and he got to that Dragon Lord fight, and he was rolling low, and it looked like it was going to be all over, and ScarletShadoww was going to advance to the finals. But then Angel, the final 3 swings, got him over the top. He needed 24 to cover the spread. Maximum roll, ends up getting a 21 for 162, and that was enough for Angel FM to force this third and deciding game.
Yeah, it was absolutely nail-biting for sure, especially when he went in and threw that death necklace on after everybody was talking about it. But here we go. Tonight's is off, and we're going to get 2 items here besides the King's Instructions and that key.
That's right, DK. I think the key is going to be 2 things. Charlock, I think, is definitely going to come into play. But I think the other thing that's going to come into play, and I think runners have definitely been paying attention to this, is we have double gold here at start. So we're going to have just the 1 key. So we're going to have to find Rimuldar or find a chest that has a spare key. I think the other key to this game, speaking of which, is going to be coordinates. As you know, ScarletShadoww in the first couple of games has rescued Princess Gwalen, but Angel FM's, we have a town. Is this going to be Breckenary? No, it's going to be Cole.
Oh, wow. This is maybe a big bailout for this early strength. Let's see what's on the court or the spot.
If anything, we do have the armor right off the bat. These runners have the best armor that money cannot buy, DK.
That's absolutely amazing. And hand axe to boot.
Yeah, we got all that money. We can buy that in hand axe. So the Erdrick's armor, you're able to heal 1 HP every step you take. You'll also completely resistant to the stop spell. Won't take any damage on the swamp tiles. Won't take any damage on those 15 HP barrier tiles. You are resistant of 1/3 damage to both hurt more, and dragon breath. So it is a very valuable piece of armor right there. So back to the keys, if we can get to it. As we have, a magician is down because of that axe. That axe coming in handy immediately for Angel FM, getting to level 2 with 13 power, 4 agility, 8 HP, 4 MP. We have 26 MP DK, still nothing to use it on.
Yeah, here's hoping for level 3 Radiant.
Right. In any event, back to the key if we can finally get to it. Well, this critical is going to stop me for a moment because we're getting to level 3 now for Angel FM. We've got 16 more power, but no agility, no MP, and 3 HP, and still no spells, DK.
This is absolutely monster stat gains for strength so far.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. And already level 4 for Angel FM. Gonna give 1 power, 2 speed, 3 agility. But hey, it's 1 + 2 + 3 = 6. It works. Or 1 × 2 × 3 = 6. So if you look at it from a mathematical formula standpoint, it works. Good level.
Yeah, it's really weird. They had that exact level last night. I don't remember which level it was, but 1, 2, 3, 6.
Take that. All right, Magidrake is going to be a good source here for Angel. Ghost down for Scarlet, going to get him to level 3. So already, Angel with the early lead on the experience. I think the other key to this game, if I can finally get to it, is if the coordinates are going to be existing, and if the coordinates are close to start, I think that favors Scarlet. But if there is a lot of counting to do and it's big coordinates, big time advantage for Angel.
Absolutely agree with you there. We've seen what's been going on as Angel's about to pick up level 5. Scarlet finally finding some of these other enemies outside of slimes.
Yep, that's going to be good enough there for level 5 for Angel with 1 power, 4 speed, 1 HP, 4 MP, and hey, we got a spell. It's Sleep.
Yeah, nothing like 18 sleeps to get you going here.
It could come in handy if we see, some enemies that might have something nasty. We don't see anything on that front at the moment. We're just seeing some grinding of these pretty easy enemies. We haven't seen anything nasty, no spells, no dragon breath or anything like that. Scarlet getting to level 4 right there. Our next level is going to be at 165.
Yeah, it looked like Angel moved here trying to find a different zone with those zone 1 or 2 enemies. Scarlet went a little too far and gets DL2.
Wraiths have the DL2 breath, and even with Erdrick's armor, it does 42 to 48 damage. 35 HP is not enough. Back to start, Scarlet goes.
Yeah, that's a little brutal. At least he has that knowledge, though, once he gets back out there. Not quite to the sleep level yet, and he's going to go north while Angel's just going to get this level real fast in this desert.
Certainly don't blame Angel's decision here in Scarlet to see if maybe either we can get some exploration or find a better enemy to grind on, but just sees Red Slime, wants no part of it. Drakey wants no part of Angel. Scarlet wants no part of that Drakey, so the exploration continues. And we do find a cave on Scarlet's side. It is the Trade-in Cave. We need to have the Silver Harp in order to get the Staff of Rain from that old man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice place to know about, but we definitely need that harp. But looking at these enemies and these surrounding zones, it's just some terrible enemy encounters overall.
Oh, but here's a Metal Slime opportunity, but at 35 strength, 1 in 4 chance it's going to run away, so no 128 there for Scarlet. A back attack from a Wraith this time does not use the DL2 breath on Scarlet, but here's a Knight, and you really can't do anything against a Knight. They have Hurt, which is actually pretty good, but meanwhile, Magic Drakey gives Angel FM level 6 to the tune of 5 power, 1 agility, 2 HP, 4 MP. There's a spell we could use. It's Heal More.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely use it. Not a lot of HP here as Angel finds that same Trade-in Cave, but, it's nice to have.
Ooh, and Scarlet just missed this town if he would have went just a little bit to the east, and that's a big find. It's Rimmildar, and Scarlet is so far away from it. Hopefully he can backtrack and get to it soon.
Yeah, the issue's going to be how much gold is he going to have in comparison to where Angel is. Oh my god, he missed it by 1 tile again.
And he's going east, and he's still missing it by 1 tile, and this Magic Wyvern might stop him. It's got Baby Breath. And it's a run fail. Another Baby Breath. Can he get away this time? It's a Death Warp, it looks like. Oh, they have Stop Spell too. Oh, that's nice.
This is... he just relegated himself to taking a death, and then it won't kill him. Wow,
this must be heavy Stop Spell. It might be 75% Stop Spell for all we know. And there's the DL2 that will finish him off. Oh, but that is bad news because Scarlet missing Rimmildar by that much.
Meanwhile, Angel getting the 1-for-2 special here in Rim in the chest.
I know it's only 6 minutes in, DK, but that very well could be a factor.
Oh, absolutely. And Angel, we'll see how soon he gets back. If there's a sword in the treasury and it takes Scarlet even 5-10 minutes, another cave to the east as well.
All right, Angel can't quite get to the cave. It's the Fun Police. That's probably going to send him back to the castle, so that's a missed opportunity for Angel. Not going to be able to find out what's in that cave at the moment, but that's a little more knowledge that Angel has that Scarlet doesn't have.
Yeah, and the Red Dragon's kind of like me. He wants to see what's in the treasury, so he makes sure the runner goes back, and we'll see it here in a moment.
All right, a droll chance here for Scarlet. Should have no trouble taking it down, and it does so. Another 18 points. That's going to get Scarlet to level 5. So in the treasury, we have a token there. And the final chest, we've got another torch.
Yeah, so tokens necessary. Otherwise, no gold grind at least immediately available. We'll get a check in the basement, see what's down here.
Scarlet getting some metal slimes that keep doing bad. Oh, they have Hurt More. Oh, that's no good. Without Stop Spell, gets 1 hit, runs away, but that's probably the best case scenario there for Scarlet, because that easily could have been a death. Here's we're going to check to see what's in the basement here at Tantagel Castle. Scarlet working on this Metal Scorpion, and we find it's Swamp South.
Yeah, Swamp South, not too bad. And Scarlet likes this Metal Scorpion that's going to try, but Red Dragons...
Oh, that is brutal, and it's a 1-shot, 1-kill deal, just like what the Fun Police did to Angel the last time. Back to start he goes.
Yeah, so far, 2 attacks from a Red Dragon, both bites. We'll see if that persists, but they're definitely running around this place, and we know that's also going to be in Mountain Cave, so Mountain Cave might be a little hard to navigate.
Now, it's not going to deter Angel. Looks like Angel's going to give this Swamp Cave another shot. And Scarlet picks up level 6 there.
Yeah, he's found a really nice zone here. The Knight's a little beefy, but he's going to have to run from it. But that Metal Scorpion's been paying off big time.
Yeah, definitely, because Metal Scorpions pay off 31 experience, 48 gold. We have a werewolf now, so a lot of these Sharlock enemies here gonna put it to sleep and then run away. A smart idea.
And then Scarlet goes south from where he was and finds Hawk's Nest.
Well, I mean, that's at least knowledge, but obviously none of these players will be able to. Oh, Angel can't quite get to the finish line. It's just a werewolf. Once again, going to put it to sleep, but it's a swing and a miss. So, going to have to connect on this attempt here. They might be resistant. Able to get it this time. Will be able to escape. Uses the heal more. Wants to get to that final step. And we've got some mountains surrounding it. We got to go north. There's a Wraith Knight, and it's a back attack. Ooh, Wraith Knights with, put the Wraith Knight to sleep. It's a one-turn sleep, unfortunately, and it's 1 HP over, and Angel is down for the count.
Yeah, this HP level's pretty sketchy with these enemies. We see Scarlet over here with the stop spell heavy Magic Wyverns and is getting it to sleep and already taking one down. This will be a level if he gets it.
I like it. It's 36 to 48 HP worth, and it's still asleep. Scarlet getting great luck there. It's still asleep here. You love to see it, and is able to not take any damage. That's another 83 big points. Going to be the first to level 7, so has the experience lead. 5 power, 9 agility, 1 HP, 4 MP, hurt, radiant, stop spell. There's your radiant.
All right, we'll see if either of them decide to throw it out there, because I've been enjoying watching people occasionally throw it here and there. But we'll see what happens. This zone a little sketchy.
Scarlet's going to see how much damage you can do. 6. Well, that's not great. You need 54 to 72, and Scarlet knows it's going to run away. But here's another Magic Wyvern.
Yeah, it's a fantastic enemy, and now he's not going to bother with the sleep since he can throw out hurt spells, 9 to 16 damage range there.
Nah, it might have been it's a swing and a miss. That's no bueno. Try it again. This time, Scarlet is successful. Gets a Kaisha no Ichigeki for 38, and that's good enough to finish off the Magic Wyvern another 83 points.
Yeah, and this is an example of an enemy having abilities that's absolutely letting you bat above your average here, because they shouldn't be able to take those enemies on, and he's very successful, 4 of them already.
Well, Angel FM gets burnt to a crisp by the Wraith and is sent back to start again. Scarlet trying on this Rogue Scorpion. The damage... Now going to use the Hurt spell, which is a more efficient idea. I like this idea. Scarlet using the Hurt. It's going to be 70 points if he's successful, and he is. He's getting a good grind here in Hawk's Nest.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but it's definitely paying off. And Rogue Scorpions with all that defense, yeah, the Hurt spell was huge. And he's going to check...
Well, I thought he was going to check. Finds another Rogue Scorpion. Down to just going to be 4 HP, or 4 MP, I beg your pardon. Angel, meanwhile, now finds out that the Metal Slimes have hurt more, and going to have to just hope that it's not a heavy usage there. So Angel gets another hit there on the Metal Slime. You need 3 hits or a crit to take down a Metal Slime, and no dice for Angel. The value is 32 times your current level, and it camps off at 255. A Kaisha no Ichigeki. Scarlet takes down the Rogue Scorpion. Another 70 points, 20 points away, and on the spike tile, it's an Armor Knight. Yeah, no. Be nice if we had a couple of hurt mores, but just not at the moment.
Yeah, meanwhile, Angel finding Cantling making a beeline for these coordinates. We'll see what we got.
Yeah. Moment of truth. Do we have coordinates tonight? We do have coordinates 29 south, 23 east. Well... I'd say this is countable.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think it's going to be out there past Rim, just down a little bit, and maybe a few steps to the east.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest, but it's definitely not the hardest of counts we've seen in this tournament. So I think Scarlet could get by without the GPS. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. It looks like it's actually a fairly straight shot if they come straight south from Tantagel and then head east. But here's level 8.
Yeah, level 8's going to give 1 power, 1 agility, 0 HP, and 4 MP. That was a level.
Yeah, we'll just act like that didn't happen and move on for level 9. How about that?
I agree. All right, so we got a Metal Slime chance here for Scarlet. Gets the stop spell off, so that's great. Gets the first hit off. You need 3 hits, and there's another hurt more. That's a wasted turn from the Metal Slime. That's a miss. Then that's a miss. Another miss. Another miss. Another miss. I feel like I'm watching the Cardinals play the Pirates. Nothing but whiffs.
This is the bravest metal slime ever.
I know, it's a 1 in 4 chance, and it's still on the field. And Scarlet gets the 255. What a get there for Scarlet.
Yeah, and the experience lead just grows that much more. Angel getting exploration big time, but Scarlet absolutely up big time on experience.
Oh yeah, Angel's exploration right now has been great, but Scarlet does find a town, and going back to Oxness.
Wow, Green Dragons have stop spell.
Wow, all of these tame enemies, at least at the time being, but it's a swing and the miss on the stop spell. Well, that hurt more is no good. So they're imitating the Dragon Lord Brethren with having stop spell and hurt more. Does get the stop spell off, and Angel finding Garenham, and Angel finding all of the goods here. And this exploration could be more than enough to mitigate the experience advantage that Scarlet's currently holding, unless Scarlet gets some good exploration after the grind and fast.
Yeah, plus I think Angel could really benefit if he comes across Erdrick's sword here between this or the coordinates. That's going to pay off so huge for him.
So we've got gold in the Garenham treasury, we've got a key refund in the treasury, and we also have a torch. And Scarlet wants to finish off this green dragon, pick up 135 points. It could be able to do this here. And we've got, that's going to be the Garen Grave. Scarlet does get the 135 and gets level 9. The numbers, we have 1 power, 1 agility, 1 HP, 12 MP. Look at that MP just throwing everything off. But more importantly, we do get repel.
Yeah, that's a big spell. And meanwhile, the top of Grave absolutely paying dividends. Silver Heart, Fairy Flute, and a Curse Belt.
Wow, yeah, the curse belt doesn't really tell us much because we already knew that one of the tiles has been claimed. That was coal. But anytime you see a curse belt, you know that one of the 3 search tiles is in play. We know that at least 2 of them are in play, as we do have coordinates, which we don't know what is in coordinates just yet. And of course, we did find the item in coal being Erdrick's armor.
And it seems like Angel's found him a zone that he likes here. This Druid Lord, the Baby Breath, is completely no worries. Unless it has sleep.
Oh, yeah, Wombo Combo Light. That makes him less appealing. And one more dragon move does manage to wake up. Can Angel finish him off? Yes, Angel does get the 58 points. Another Rogue Scorpion chance for Scarlet. Need to get to 1,500 points to get to level 10.
Yeah, this zone's being in Hawks has been very, very fruitful for Scarlet here. He's gotten over half his experience and then some here.
Absolutely. Scarlet is just finding lots and lots of good things here. And, you know, once we get hurt more, you know, that we may be able to take down that Armor Knight, you know, probably get a little more HP to go with it.
Yeah, and I think for Scarlet, it's going to have to be something that he has to, like, focus himself because he's out to a nice experience lead, and I think he's got us. There's DL2 on Skeleton.
Yeah, that's our second enemy that has the DL2, Brett. They're joining the Wraith Brothers in having that, so that's no bueno. Scarlet, out of resources, will escape and probably head back. I'll take this Magic Drakey, why not?
No, so what I was going to say is Scarlet, once he finds Rim and realizes how close it is, he's probably going to be a little bit panicked.
Uh-oh. Well, he gets back attacked by a red dragon. That'll be just being intentional. Angel's going to count out these coordinates.
Like, we got some counting going. I like it.
Yep, we'll see what we've got. You know, we've got the stones it could be, and it could be the death necklace, and it could be the sword. So it's going to be one of those 3. So Scarlet, let's see where he decides to go now. As Angel runs away from the knight after putting it to sleep. Red Slime wants no part of Angel. As Angel continuing to do these counts here, we got a Wraith able to escape. Scarlet gets a crit on the Druid, 14 more points. Another Wraith for Angel, another escape. As the count continues here. Nope, Angel having a little bit of problems. That's a miss.
Oh, man, and he didn't even try searching around. He just gave up on it. He's going to try again.
That's very unusual for Angel to miss, but I guess all of these encounters might have distracted him there. So Scarlet going back to Oxness.
Yeah, I'd say with, I mean, they have some decent MP, but everything else is kind of negligible at best and no hurt more. So this makes a lot of sense.
Speaking of Hurtmores, we've got a green dragon, and Scarlet connects on the stop spell. So that's great news there. Scarlet can get to work on this green dragon. Now, Scarlet might be more wise to use the hurt spell. I can understand why Scarlet doesn't want to use it, wants to reserve on those magic spells, because, you know, it doesn't do that much more damage. You know, he's swinging for 12. Hurt does the same as Fairy Water. It's 9 to 16.
Yeah, and Angel's been fighting this knight for quite a while here. It's got hurt and healed, so it healed on the back end. He did finally get a stop spell down.
So knights have the both. Not the both more, just the both.
Just the both indeed. But he should have it down here in a moment.
Yep, Scarlet gets that green dragon down. Get him that much closer to level 10. A Rogue Scorpion would put him 67 away, so another Rogue Scorpion or a Magic Wyvern would definitely do the trick. As we got a Druin here, and yeah, that experience lead over 800 points now. Druins have heal more. And there's the crit. Just crit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just crit through it. I was like, that's just something he was just swinging at because it was there and didn't care about it, and then it healed more.
All right, Rogue Scorpion down for Scarlet, 67 points away from level 10. We need to see a big boon in HP. I think if we see a big boon in HP on this Rogue Scorpion, it might influence Scarlet to do some exploration.
Yeah, or if we see Hurtmore, we'll see a potential Armor Knight death.
Yep, Hurtmore would definitely help Scarlet. You know, and if there's something big on Spike Tile here in Hawksness, that could really give Scarlet a huge edge, especially with how far behind Angel is on the experience front.
Yeah, and I'm guessing based on what chat was saying and Angel not doing anything, he must think that the cords are down beyond that river on the other side.
Scarlet gonna run away. I'm surprised Scarlet wouldn't have thrown a heal more there and then just try to finish off the Rogue Scorpion, because now he's gonna have to face off against a green dragon here and more Fun Police, and this time Angel back to the start.
Yeah, he's just looking for a nearby grind and just cannot get anything going. This Hawk zone has been so fruitful for Scarlet, and Angel just has no idea.
All right, so Scarlet is going to go ahead and just finish it off on the green dragon, so that'll be worth 135 points instead of the 70 that the Rogue Scorpions give a dodge at. That stinks. Druin down for Angel, puts him 2 away from level 8. And this is definitely a spell-heavy green dragon, that is for sure. As Angel's going to try these coordinates once again. Scarlet putting the finishing touches here on this green dragon to get him to level 10. We got a knight. Angel will use the stop spell, connect on it, as it's just spell after spell after spell from these green dragons. They must have a high clip on both.
Yeah, there's a lot of spell-heavy or breathe-heavy enemies. Luckily, mostly Baby Breath. But here's level 10.
Level 10 for Scarlet. It's going to bring 4 power, 1 agility, 16 HP, a big 16 HP. That is what you want to see, and 3 more MP.
Yeah, I think based on all of that, he made a beeline right back to the desert here. I think he wants another level.
Yep. So Angel gets the glorious 1104 of level 8 right there. Now Metal Slime. Let's see if Angel throws a stop spell at him. Does throw the stop spell. Will it connect? Yes.
Well, at least it gives them a chance. Obviously, this thing can run at any time, but
nice. That's 2 in a row there for Angel, and has a chance to get that 255. Gets the 255, so we both have 1 Metal Scorpion on the board.
Yeah, and both of them got at the same level, too, right after they got level 8, which is humorous. But here we go. The chords count continues. Will he make it?
Now he's got another Metal Slime. Let's see if this one cooperates like the last one. Try to cut into this experience lead that Scarlet has obtained. But this time, no. Metal Scorpion wants nothing to do with Angel after connecting. But here comes another Metal Slime, and there it goes.
Yeah, they're fairly heavy in that zone. But here we go. Angel back at the exact same spot, searches the exact same tile again.
Yeah, he now figures he might have been one off one way or the other, or he might be a whole bunch away. And like I said, this is unusual for Angel to be missing on these coordinates here. He's generally pretty good at counting these, but these must be awfully tough ones tonight, DK.
Yes, that or, I mean, we have seen him one other time he wrote the coordinates down backwards, and it was on something simple like 6 south, 3 west. He did 3 south, 6 west, or something vice versa there. And it messed him up.
Sure. I mean, it is very possible that Angel might have misstepped or miscounted or even misnoted the coordinates. So we'll see what happens. Is Scarlet now back into Cole? What if he's going to buy something? He's going to buy something.
Oh, this is terrible. This is by far the worst shop in the land. You have to hope for RNG for these NPCs to stay out of your way.
Well, he's gotten it, and Scarlet has made it to the shop, so he is going to go ahead, buy a Dragon Scale, which will boost his defense by 2 points. He'll buy some wings, and he'll go ahead and stock up on herbs as well.
Yeah, we don't have Baby Heal yet. We do have Heal More, but only 7 of them, and we have been using a ton of Stop Spell and Sleeps. So I can see some value here, but man, I hate coming to the shop.
Yep, so he'll put on the Dragon Scale. That's an additional 2 defensive points right there for Scarlet. If we can get that lit up.
Yeah, picking all that up, I think that means he's going to go exploring at this point. Let's see if he happens to come across where Rim is. Nope, he goes straight south.
Yep, he's going back south again, and uh-oh, it's a DL2 breath from the Wraith as he is back attack. Does escape, but he'll have to use that Heal More. Wyvern, there's a chance here for Angel to pick up some good experience as Scarlet going back to Hawk's Nest. What do you think about this?
I guess he's just using the herbs to extend his grind out here.
I mean, I get that you want to get this grind done, but, by the time you grind to where you want to be, I mean, Angel, he could have hurt more, and then he might be grinding much quicker than Scarlet is right now. So it may help him right now, but I think in the long run, it could be a detriment. We'll see, though.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, Angel tried to make it back to that cave just past Rim again and taken out by another red dragon there.
Yeah, these red dragons are definitely getting paid tonight. They're getting short on their quota here. Not much time left this month. Not much time left in this tournament because after tonight, we have a maximum of 3 games left in this tournament.
Yep, the winner of tonight's race will face Big Slamu in the Grand Championship. And it's a best of 3, so whoever wins 2 of 3 of those will be the 2024 champion. So let's see who's going to join him.
Yeah, that's very interesting how this race has shaped up so far as, Scarlet is definitely committed to the grind here. Next level is going to be at 2,175 points.
Yeah, so Scarlet will get there about 2 or 3 minutes depending on how the encounters go here in the sleep and or stop spell luck runs.
Yep, Scarlet's going to use the hurt to finish off this rogue scorpion. Does hold for another 70 points. Angel here is fighting this knight and finishes it off for 78 points. So Angel's back to Cantlin, 672. That's not enough for a large shield. Is enough for a small shield, but Angel will pass on that.
Wonder if he's going to go check the chords here again, and he sure is.
Oh, wow. So he is checking coordinates again. So, yeah, in fact, he misnoted. So for those of you just joining us, it's 29 to the south, 23 to the east. Man, that's an unusual whiff there from Angel, if I do say so myself, but it just goes to show, DK, it happens to the best of us.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on. It's a must-win situation. You're facing a very, very good ScarletShadoww, so you want to try and do everything optimally, and then sometimes things go unoptimal like that.
Yeah, that's really a shame here. I mean, right now, it's not really burning Angel all that much. Again, Scarlet committing to the grind here in Hawk's Nest, but Angel right now acres ahead of Scarlet in the exploration front here. But now it looks like Angel might think about grinding for something. I guess cash, because he wants to buy that large shield. He only needs 53 golds more. This enemy right here, I do believe, would be enough. Yeah, 95 golds for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, another 10 defense is not going to be frowned on here, even with the abilities that these guys have.
Yeah, so Angel gets the Druid Lord down. I mean, that's also good for 58 experience points, but more importantly, now has enough cash, but not going back to Caitlin. I wonder if he wants to level before doing so. I mean, it's an interesting move to say the least. I would have just went ahead, buy that large shield, and be done with it.
Yeah, meanwhile, here's a level 11, 1611. Nothing much to write home about.
Yeah, that was a wholesome level. I mean, at least we got some agility points, but geez, 39 agility at level 11 is not too swift.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, strength, we had 2 great strength levels at level 2 and 3, and then it has just been nickel and diamond ever since, and that's pretty much everything else.
I mean, our HP is only at 57. That's not very good. I mean, we have 8 heal mores, which is decent, but everything else is pretty much lacking at this point.
Yeah, and I know, man, we're not getting a lot of exploration going here. Heck, Scarlet hasn't even gotten the keys yet, but survivability, we've already seen red dragons in multiple zones. I think it makes a heck of a lot of sense for him to sit here in a very optimal zone to get these levels up.
So our next level is at 3,000 points. And yeah, I'm just shocked at the fact that Scarlet's continuing to do this and it is not going for exploration here. But again, we'll see how this plays out. I mean, if level 12 has hurt more, I mean, that would definitely be beneficial. But what would really help, I'd say Angel's case, is if hurt more's at 16. That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah, this is going to play out interesting. They both have different grinds here, but Angel does seem to be satisfied enough to be staying here, although that Drone Lord can be a little sketchy. Yeah,
when they have the Wombo Combo Light, yeah, that's very scary, and not able to wake up either. Finally able to, spares him with 5 HP, but going to use the heal more, and right back to sleep you go, Angel.
Yeah, Seaman most likely like a 75% sleep. That Drone Lord's definitely been tossing that out.
Ow, we're being smart. Put the stop spell on it. Hey, try to put me to sleep now, says Angel. Yeah, 50% sleep, 50% baby breath. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, you want to get that stop spell, but yeah, you look at that resistance, it's a 1 in 4 resistance.
Yeah, just enough to be obnoxious, but mostly work for you.
All right, Scarlet will take the death here, 516 points away from the next level. So we'll see if Scarlet continues to grind there or if Scarlet is finally going to do some exploration here. Now, remember, we saw that Scarlet just missed Rimuldar early, and when he finds that town and sees how close he was to it, he might be thinking to himself, oh dear, how far behind am I?
Yeah, I think as a runner, even if I think everything else has gone great, the first thing I'm thinking is, oh my god, this led straight to the sword, and my opponent's had the sword forever.
Ooh, Warlocks have DL2 breath, so that's our 3rd enemy with DL2 breath.
Yeah, luckily it's been enemies that we're not going to have to really be too worried about down the stretch, but it's still obnoxious.
Yeah, very much indeed. Well, here's our first appearance of the Axe Knight. Scarlet's able to run away from that, as Angel continue to do this grind here outside of Cantlin. Another one down. Angel sees a skeleton again. They have DL2 breath, as do Wraiths. Oh, it's Garanham, I beg your pardon. This is not Cantlin. There must be a large shield here in Garanham, right? No, he's going to buy the... Wait, why are you buying the club?
He bought the club to get the cash refund from the hand axe so that he could buy the broadsword.
That makes sense. That is a very much heads-up play right there. That's what he was grinding for. It wasn't the large shield he was grinding for. He wanted that broadsword. That was a great heads-up play right there.
Yeah, and with the extra attack power, I mean, it's only 5, but 5 will start adding up, especially since we know at least a level 11 is not coming with anything that we're looking for from an offensive perspective.
Not at all. Wyvern down there for Scarlet, as Scarlet going back to Hawksness, continuing that grind.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're seeing a ton of grinding now. Even Angel's finally gotten into the groove of realizing we have no option but to grind. Scarlet, not too far away from 3,000 and level 12. Meanwhile, Angel about the same equivalent away from level 11.
Yeah, again, both of these runners now resorting to the grind, and now we see Spectres in this zone as well, and didn't look like they had anything annoying, at least from what I saw, so that's just fine. But Scarlet getting the more fruitful grinding, he's getting the more beefier experience points enemies. I mean, Angel's getting decent, but he's lagging little by little behind just because what Scarlet's going after gives more experience.
Yeah, it's a far superior zone. It was a little scary the first level or so when he was in here, but it's gotten a lot safer as he's moved up in levels.
Certainly. I mean, yes, having the broadsword is going to help take these down. It's not resource intensive. And, Angel, maybe in the long term might catch up eventually. So now that we're 33 minutes in, let's talk about what these runners need. We haven't found Sharlock yet, but we're going to need to get the Silver Heart, which when we find the Trading Cave, which we've already found, will give us the Staff of Rain. We need to find the Stones of Sunlight, and we also have to find Erdrick's token. The token is in Tantagel Castle, for those of you just joining us. Then, after we get all three of those items, we must find a cave with an old man that we affectionately like to call the Jerk. When we have all three of those items, we will be able to get the Rainbow Drop, which will gain us access into Sharlock.
Well, both of them super close to this level. This will be the level for Scarlet here. We'll see if 12 finally breaks him out.
Yeah, I mean, having hurt more or having a big boon in attack power or having a big boon in HP, one of those things needs to happen here. We'll see if they do happen for Scarlet. Getting good sleep luck here on this Wraith Knight, and does finish it off. Going to get to level 12 with that kill. Looking for some good stats here for Scarlet. Going to get 2 power, 0 agility, 0 HP, and 2 MP. Boy, was that a wholesome level again, DK. That is bad news.
Oh, that's just disgusting. You put all this work in and you're like waiting for that payoff, and here we are, level 12, and officially no payoff. Little does he know, Angel is having just as much, if not worse, struggles trying to get experience.
Gets the Wraith Knight down, is also going to get level 11, is going to see the very nominal gains of 1611.
Angel moves a zone to the east and runs into a wizard, immediately crits it for 43.
Wow. I mean, crit does as much as 100% of your AP, so it can roll up to 73 or it can roll as little as half, I think rounded down, so what, 36, I believe. Speaking of crits, Scarlet gets a crit on that Wraith Knight, 72 more points. And look at that, Angel getting the wizard down. That's a big boon of 120.
Yeah, Wizard had Baby Breath. Did not see any healing on the back end as of yet, at least.
Yeah, if they've got it, it's definitely got to be a low probability here. Droll is fine, 18 points. Scarlet misses on the sleep spell. Going to try again. This time connects with it. And going to now buy the large shield is Angel FM with the gold that he has in his pocket.
So there we go. He's got a little bit of a defensive advantage here. He's got to keep that in mind if he does ultimately decide to try and use Repel at some point.
Sure. So we got a Wraith here now, and Scarlet able to run away from that. Green Dragon chance. And this is where having that broadsword would have definitely come in handy for Scarlet. These Green Dragons would be going down much quicker.
All right, here we go. Angel picks up some wings and immediately goes back, and I think he threw on Repel. He started doing stutter steps. He's going to try for these cords yet again.
Hopefully the third time will be the charm for Angel. He's missed on his first 2 counts. Again, an unusual miss for Angel FM, but as you mentioned, this is the third and final game of these semifinals. It's winner take all. The pressure might be getting to both of these runners here, I'd say.
Yeah, and Angel's struggling to figure out how he wants to get down. It looks like he's going to go down this path here.
Yeah, and these coordinates looked easy, but they don't look easy. And again, I mentioned this earlier, coordinates being a deciding factor, especially in game number 2, where Scarlet had to rescue Princess Gwaelin. Angel counted them without any trouble, and these coordinates look easy, but they definitely aren't easy as when Angel's struggling against them, they're tough coordinates.
Yeah, and the good news for him, he is right across the pond from where he kept searching. That swamp at the top's where he kept searching, so he's right next to where they're going to be.
Okay, so Angel just needs to finish off this werewolf. They have stop spell, which is just great. All right, and down goes the werewolf, 95 points, closing in on the item. Let's take a look as he's going to use Heal More first. And here comes the coordinates. We get the sword. Oh, baby. What a huge get for Angel.
Yeah, now Angel wants heal more or hurt more to be 16. He absolutely wants hurt more to be 16.
Definitely, yeah. This is the kind of situation that favors Angel right now. So right now, the only item left is the death necklace and the stone, so it's looking highly likely no pyramid game tonight. But who knows? Maybe we need the death necklace. But then again, with how bad our HP is, that's now looking likely.
Yeah, and Angel finds another red dragon. The red dragons are just everywhere.
They are everywhere. Try to put it to sleep. No dice. Gets sent back to the castle. Kind of makes you wonder what their resistance is. But we won't show that just yet, just because, you know, they might have something nasty. We kind of like to keep that in surprise. Once we get a red dragon down, I think we can look at their stats. Or once we get towards the end. One or the other.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. So Angel's got to feel a little bad about not getting to those chords, especially because they absolutely weren't that terrible once you realize you had to go down through that little opening. He is going to do his exchange for the Staff of Rain here, and we'll see where he decides to go.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're right here. You might as well get it. Scarlet gets this Magic Wyvern here, and we'll go ahead and put it to sleep. Misses it, though. Another miss on that Magic Wyvern, but it's a wasted turn with that stop spell. There's the connection for Scarlet. So let's see what Angel decides to do now. Well, he's got a knight to deal with. That's what he's going to do. With this sword, he can get it down in a couple swings now, DK.
Yeah, he's going to be able to fly through some of these better enemies like this really easily. It looks like he's going to make a play for this cave for a third attempt. We'll see if he's successful.
Oh, this is the freebie cave. We hadn't seen this yet. Let's take a look at what's inside. We've got a dragon scale, and it's a free dragon scale. You might as well put it on, so that's two defensive points right there for Angel.
Yeah, that was one of the most guarded freebie caves ever, because this is where those red dragons just kept taking him out. Looks like this is the East Coast.
Yep, you look at the edge of that drawing of the map. Yeah, this is definitely the East Coast. And another cave. Could this be the Jerk? Could this be Tablet? Could this be the Mountain Cave? Could this be the connector to our Swamp Cave, and we have a single continent? Well, we'll find out in short order, but Wraiths have heal more to go with that DL2 breath.
Yeah, you hate and love to see it at the same time. That's Mountain Cave.
Mountain Cave could be a big find here with 5 chests. He would love to see the stones. If stones are here, you might as well put a ribbon on this one. Let's take a look at what we've got. We got gold.
Well, this is going to be interesting. We're going to get this mountain cave going here. We do know there's a red dragon in this top zone, so just keeping that in mind. But this green dragon for Scarlet is going to be level 13.
Yep, and out of resources, so we'll get to that at the opportune time here. Level 13 brings 4 power, 3 agility, 26 HP, 6 MP, heal, and just a bit outside. But more importantly and advantageously, no heal more. But the Mountain Cave has something to say for Angel. Going to send him back to start yet again. And Angel's had enough of these red dragons tonight.
Yeah, and I feel bad I said that out loud, because as soon as I said that, the next enemy was a red dragon. We'll see what Scarlet decides to do here. He's got a lot of HP. He can definitely take some better things on now. And he did get out of there with no resources. We'll see where he's going.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't take the intentional. Well, this golem, a back attack. I mean, it's 42 agility, which ain't great, but still, you would think you could do better on these golems here. Yeah, this looks like an intentional death warp to get his resources back. There it is.
Yeah, let's see where he decides to go. We see Sharlock up here on Angel's side. He just saw Breck as well.
Yeah, Angel finding everything right now. I mean, at this point, he just needs to get his stats up. He knows where everything is at this point. You know, he's been to Grave. You know, he's been to the Mountain Cave. You know, it's just these red dragons have been a pest to him so far. Scarlet right now hasn't had that kind of encounter because he hasn't had that kind of exploration, and he's doing this shop grind yet again in coal.
Yeah, oh man, that makes me feel that he's going to keep grinding, because if not, he would most likely be looking to pick up, you know, herbs in basically any other town that sells them. But here he is. Oh,
certainly indeed. So we're buying these herbs here. We'll see what Angel has in mind up next. So the only thing, you know, we really haven't found yet that Angel still needs to find is the Jerk Cave. And the Jerk Cave, you know, who knows where it might be. We know it's not in Garanham. So it's definitely going to be a cave out in the open.
Yeah, and Angel knows we have Swamp South readily available. It's a scary zone, but at level 13 comes outside, so he may make it an attempt once he does get to 13, but that's still a little ways off.
Meanwhile, it's a not DL2, Baby Breath for Angel as he got back attacked by the Wizard, but he'll be able to cut through this relatively easily with Erdrick's Sword. Not going to take any chances. Use a Heal More just in case he whiffs. 22 is a good one. Wasn't enough anyway, so it was a good thing he did use the Heal More. 22 will be more than enough. Down goes the Wizard, another 120 points. It's a 1,500 point experience gap at the moment for these two runners, but Angel with the clear exploration lead on Scarlet.
Yeah, and now Scarlet is officially trying to explore. He went the exact opposite way of everything we've seen Angel find so far.
Yeah, and that, the best Scarlet can do if going this way is if he finds the Jerk Cave. So a Curse Belt doesn't really tell us anything because, that's the second Curse Belt. So it's still up in the air if we actually do have anything in the Spike Tile in Hawksness.
Yep, absolutely. And if it is, we're down to Death Necklace or Stone. So, we're getting narrowed down quickly.
Yep, Angel so far, he's trying. He's got a couple more chests left here in Mountain, gets to the Curse Belt. Now we do know that there is something in Hawksness. There are two Curse Belts here in Mountain.
Yeah, and and it's slightly weighted into the favor of the stones since the stones can't be in Sherlock, but the Death Necklace can.
That is correct. The final chest here is gold. So yeah, having said that, I'm going to tell you right now, I am just making a prediction. I think it's Death Necklace and Hawksness, and I'm thinking Deep Grave has stones. That's my guess.
Oh, that's brutal. That is so brutal. Because I'll be honest, if I'm in Angel's situation right now, I'm betting everything that Stones is in Hawksness, and I am going all in on just getting my daggone experience on.
Nice crit there on the Spectre for Angel. So yeah, Angel does get through the entirety of Mountain Cave. Guy had a fortunate draw there. So Scarlet, meanwhile, finds Cantlin. So now he'll be able to find out the coordinates.
No keys yet.
Right. That's where Order of Operations comes in. No keys. Remember, he missed Rimuldar by about a tile or two much earlier before he got killed.
Yeah, twice. He missed it going south and then cut up and then went east and it was just below him. It was crazy.
Yeah, that right now, at this point, could be the difference of this match.
Well, let's see how this exploration goes. This is nuts.
Sure. Because if he doesn't find it anytime soon, it might be game, set, and match. So Scarlet did buy a large shield. That's going to up his defense now. So we'll see what Scarlet has in mind. Droll will run away. Angel will pick up this knight here as Scarlet finds another town. This will be Garanham for Scarlet. Now, remember that Angel couldn't get anything at the grave when he tried, so if Scarlet has better luck, and the stones are there, he's back in this race.
Yeah, the problem is, again, to get to the grave, we need the keys, and Scarlet just does not have the keys.
See, I keep thinking one step ahead. He doesn't have keys, so he can't. He can't do this dive. Even if he wanted to, he can't do this dive.
I know, and this is the worst feeling ever as a runner. You're going to the locations that you need keys to use, and they're not there, and it's going to feel that much worse once he does find them.
Oh, certainly indeed. Right now, Angel at 57 HP, could potentially do Hawksness. He has enough HP to make it happen. It's a dicey fight, but with Erdrick's Sword, he definitely would have a shot here, as Scarlet is going to buy nothing here at Garanham. There's nothing else he can do because he has no keys.
Yeah, so he just marks that one down. He'll be back at some point.
Right. It's just how long is it going to take before Scarlet needs to go back home, go a little bit to the east, and find himself that Rimuldar, because every second he takes not finding it, it's just going to buy Angel more and more time to finish this off and solve this overworld puzzle.
Yeah, absolutely. And based off those coordinates and seeing where Angel was walking as we see the west coast on Scarlet's side, that town for Rimuldar has to be about 20 south, 30 east.
Well, certainly indeed.
Well, we got a cave over here for Scarlet southwest of Garenham. I don't believe we've seen that on Angel's side.
It was risky there, but Scarlet took down the skeleton. And yeah, this might be the Jerk Cave, might be Tablet. It is Tablet. Imagine stones being here in Tablet.
I know, and that's what I was just getting ready to say. If stones are here, at least that's one little thing, because Angel's nowhere near this.
No, not at all. I mean, it's a long shot to say the least, because we have something in Hawksness. It would have to be the Death Necklace. Let's take a look. He's going to sprinkle the fairy water, and we're going to find out it's a Zonk.
Well, that had to be an herb since we don't have a key. A free key there would have been absolutely huge for him.
Oh, it most certainly would have been. We've already found a key that's key blocked, might I add, because it's in Garenham.
Yeah, Garenham and Rim both had key lock keys.
Yeah, go figure. That's bad news for Scarlet. Yeah, both of the keys that are spares are both key blocked, which doesn't bode well for Scarlet. I mean, he just needs to hope that he finds the right direction sooner or later so that he can solve this puzzle here. He needs to get to Rimmildar, which is not too far east of start. Meanwhile, Angel heading into town. There's Breckenary, so he'll just rest up here.
Yeah, and Breck, we like to make fun of Breck, but it's very conveniently located next to Sharlock to top off at.
Oh yeah, that's the one good thing about Breckenary tonight, is that it is going to be useful as Scarlet finds another town, and he finds Breckenary as well. It's a high five for these runners. Okay, so this is where Swamp North connected?
Yeah, absolutely what I was going to say. That's definitely Swamp North there.
So it's a one-continent game tonight.
Yeah, unless it's blocked off by these mountains. But yeah, it definitely is right there for sure. So Scarlet needs to go due south, and unfortunately is heading the exact opposite way.
Well, actually, technically it's maybe one continent, but it's blocked off, so it's still two continents if you want to look at it from that perspective. It's like a segmented dungeon in Zelda Randomizer.
Absolutely, yeah. We got the French Alps there blocking off Spain on the south to France on the top.
Yeah, it's that's kind of too bad, because if ScarletShadoww would have found a way to get in there, and Swamp North would have taken him to the basement, then he could have bought keys.
That is absolutely a great call that I didn't give it a consideration. That's a shame that doesn't open up, because that's always awesome when you do that, but unfortunate for Scarlet. At least he's going to know that's a dead end here shortly. Yeah, that is very brutal. If that would have connected to keys, I think Scarlet would have definitely been right back in this game. But right now, Angel, with all of that exploration advantage right now, is closing the gap on that experience. We're at 38-74 to Scarlet's 46-36. It's about 762 points. Take away the 78 for that night, and now Scarlet finds Sharlock. Yeah, he's finishing up the same exploration we just saw Angel do, over the last 3 to 4 minutes. So he's gonna find all the rest of the nothing up here and eventually be forced back towards start. Yep, and now Angel going to Hawksness here. Now with this sword, 57 HP again is sketchy, because with only 59 defense, these armored knights are going to hit like a truck. You need to hope that they have like stop spells or hurts or something like that. We haven't seen much of these AK-47s, and Angel's going to go to work, do the same thing that Scarlet was doing, take down this green dragon. Yeah, and the next enemy kill in here is going to be a level for him. He's going to look for an enemy first. Yep, wants to get that level before taking on, but he's going to see that level is not going to bring much. Next level after this, by the way, is at 56-25. No, this is the level that brings all the HP. He's going to get 26 HP on this level. Right, the 83 HP is what's going to force him to do this fight. And yep, that's going to put him over the top. He's going to see this great news about this 26 HP, which will make this Armored Knight fight much more doable. Yeah, absolutely. He's still got 6 heal mores in the tank, unless this Armor Knight comes packing something. Right, like heal mores. Yeah, dealing 28 damage. And Kaishino Shigeki, why worry about it when you could just crit DK? Yeah, just crit strats, and he's rewarded with the stones. Oh my god, I think that's your ball game right there. He just found the stones. All he has to do is find Jerk Cave. That's all he needs to find, and Angel FM can just grind and go his way into a return to the championship. This is absolutely insane. Scarlet played this so well early on, and just barely missing keys has just set him back so much. Angel's just over 500 back, and ooh.
Yeah. Knights have heal, but he got the stop spell up before that happened. I got a weak roll on that crit, did Scarlet, so was not able to take it down. Knights have between, 36 to 47. He got a 42 on it, so it was in the mid-range of the HP that Knights have, and it wasn't enough.
And based on the amount of map we've been seeing here from both these runners, it almost feels like the Jerk has to be somewhere in the southwest corner.
Certainly. I mean, for all we know, Angel might have been very close, and, a Red Dragon got him. So, yeah, this is huge. I mean, doesn't have to do Grave, which, unfortunately, well, not necessarily. The Pyramid game could still be in play, but it's definitely a long shot, to quote another game show.
Yeah, and chat correct, there is still that little bit of whatever's on the other side of Swamp Continent as well, up there in the northeast.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, at least Scarlet's still getting some decent experience. We definitely are not at go yet, so experience is necessary. But man, Angel much more efficient with that sword.
Yeah, most certainly indeed here. The sword. All right, so Scarlet gets this knight. Nope, not quite. Needs one more good hit. There you go. Now, one more of those knights would put him within 500. But here's a knight for Angel. Gets back attack, hurts fine. That does less damage. And now Scarlet going to have the problem with the Red Dragon. On 42 agility, your odds of running are about 4.2%. That's not 4.2%. I know Beta would know the exact numbers, but it's not good. And Scarlet is under arrest. Back to start he goes.
I'll be honest. I think this is the best case scenario for Scarlet if he goes down and east. If it leads him to Rim, that is going to be huge.
Yep, that's the one thing that could be a good death if that's the direction he goes. Well, he goes south. He'll use Repel as we have another high five. Well, he's heading east.
He's
going back to Hawks. Nah, he's going back to Hawks, I think.
I mean, it makes sense. It is a livable fight now for him with the Armor Knight, even if it is slightly less attack power here. So I get it.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, this is just rough. I mean, he was but tiles away from really making this a race. But Angel FM right now in the proverbial catbird seat.
Yeah, again, I mean, there's still a lot of things that could happen here. Angel could just completely whiff on the Jerk for a while here,
sure.
Not get into a dedicated grind, or Sharlock being Sharlock with, that agility's pretty terrible right now.
Yeah, but Scarlet could also find things in the wrong order. My deep dive Grave, which we know is a bust. There's a lot of factors involved. And Angel finding a cave here, and now he's found Tablet Cave. Knows he doesn't need it.
Yeah, and now that he's coming from the direction he did, and we've seen everything past this, I think he's got to go through Swamp.
I'd have to agree with you 100%. It seems like that's where the Jerk is on the other half of that continent that's blocked off by those Swiss Alps. I like that name, Swiss Alps.
Yeah, I just need a little bit of snow on the little icon there for him.
I mean, I'm sure McGrew could find a way to maybe add that as a potential mod. That is something that we're missing. Like a wintertime overworld where, the grass is white, the mountains are covered in snow and things like that. And, the swamp is, covered in ice so that you don't take any damage to those tiles. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool, don't you think?
Well, there is something, at least visually, representing winter that we've had a few runners using during the Winter League for sure. It doesn't do that to the swamp or the spike or the ice tiles and stuff, but it looks pretty heckin' cool.
Absolutely. So Armor Knight goes down for Scarlet, so he's going to get those Stones of Sunlight, which is good, but he needs to find Rim, and he needs to find its stat.
Yeah, and I'm going to be very curious which direction he comes out of here. Unless he decides he might just decide to go to 14 at this point. He's super close.
I mean, it makes sense. You know, a couple of green dragons would do the job here. 56-25 is what you need. We got a golem here that Angel wants to get the 350 on and virtually be in a tie with Scarlet if he can get it down. You need a lot of damage, though. 115 to 153. Getting great sleep luck here on this golem. It finally wakes up, but as you can see, it hits like a Mack truck. The fairy flute guarantees that you'll put it to sleep. Otherwise, if you were to try to put the sleep spell on it, it wouldn't work, because what is it, 1 in 16 chance?
Absolutely. So, yeah, here we go. And the flute is guaranteed, even if it does want to wake up on the very next turn like we just saw.
Yeah, you don't like to see that if you're the runner, so it's going to slow down Angel FM just a little bit. But, again, still in a really good position. Magic Wyvern would give Scarlet very close. It would put him about 38 points away from the level.
Yeah, this is feeling, oh man, I'm feeling like we're on like a level 17, level 18 kind of seed here. Obviously, something could jump really fast, but we'll see how this plays out. Angel's definitely found his grind.
Yeah, he likes seeing these golems here. A juicy 350 points. And if Scarlet can't get this green dragon down, Kaishido and Jigeki! And look at that! Angel takes the lead in the experience. He's the first to level 14. Let's see what the numbers are. 9 power, 0 agility, 17 HP, and no magic spell, and no hurt more. Again, that is big for Angel, seeing that hurt more is so darn delayed.
Yeah, what the heck, man? So, I mean, we assumed that the experience was probably going to be switching at some point here, especially once Scarlet gets into the keys. But to have it happen before is also just furthering this lead for Angel at this point.
Oh, it most certainly is indeed. So yeah, Scarlet got level 14 and getting another nice boon in HP, but that's about it. So Scarlet done here, and we'll continue to explore to the south, and right into the hands of a red dragon now. This is a doable fight. You know, we have 2 heal mores left, so we're going to have to roll good, but this is a doable fight for Scarlet.
Yeah, it sure is, man, but missing 25 attack power really hurts a lot. You see that 11 there, so he's doing like about, I think it's 11 to 23 right now.
Yeah, and he's not rolling good enough here, and that's just too big of a roll. Scarlet tried, hoped for that it would roll low. It didn't.
Yeah, and I think he took a risk there because he only had 1 heal more left and probably had 4 or 5 swings left to actually kill it.
Yeah, you need anywhere between 80 and 106 hit points worth of damage to take down a red dragon, worth 350 experience points.
Well, here we are back at start for Scarlet. We know he needs to go down a screen and right like 2-ish screens. Let's see if he finally goes that direction.
And meanwhile, Angel is going to, go through Swamp, just as you suggested there, DK, and bank that the fact that Jerk Cave has got to be on that little section.
And Scarlet, unfortunately, just is not figuring it out and finds another red dragon.
That's just rough. I mean, like I said, that is the big difference right now, is he was that close. I mean, this is a whole different game if he just finds Rimuldar.
And with Angel walking through here, I have a feeling that, one, he probably wants to kill anything he sees that's worthwhile in here, this wizard and red dragon specific, but also wanting to do a quick spike check.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something, like, say, green dragon, axe knight, something that you can get down quick, that'd be a nice little grind there for Angel. But no, he's not going to check the spike tile. Instead, he wants to find that jerk cave. So he'll put on the repel spell in hopes that he doesn't run into, red dragons or anything, because they've definitely been a pest. This must be it, right?
It has to be, and it was just 1 swing off. There we go.
Yep, Angel got killed before he could reach that cave. So he's got his rainbow drop. He is now in grind mode. He just needs to see those numbers build up, and he'll be ready to go into Sharlock in position to go for his 2nd championship and set ourselves up for a match of the last 2 champions, DK.
I know, that would be freaking fantastic. We'll see what happens here. He's going to get stopped by a wizard before he gets to the spike, but to answer a couple questions in chat, no loose keys anywhere. Rimuldar is about a screen and a half south and 2 screens east. It's really, really close to start, and Scarlet has just skirted it multiple occasions and is heading the wrong way. And now we got a green dragon.
Oh, that's great. What's not great is the dodge. But what is great is a crit that's going to one-shot it for 73. Very nicely done. Imagine, though, 73, because that's 72 max. That is a perfect little crit there for Angel. And Angel's going to keep grinding on this until he can no more. And, it's not very resource-intensive, so this is great for Angel right here.
Absolutely. This was an absolutely free green dragon with the 75% stop spell. It's downstairs, and he's going to live here until it's time to go.
And Tilo pointing out, DK, this will be the first time in Summer Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament history that it will be a rematch of two previous champions. This will be the first time should Angel hold on.
No, it's bound to happen eventually after you get enough champs in there. But to be quite honest, any of these runners are just ridiculously good, and if it does ultimately come down to Angel Big Slamu, that is a definite fun matchup we've seen in past tournaments.
Yeah, you have two runners that have only had one loss against each other, and one of them is bound to lose again because, you can't have both of them win. As much as you want to see a tie, that can't happen. Somebody's got to win. So now we see dueling green dragons here for both of our runners as Angel continuing this grind. Our next level is at 7,500 points, but this would be crazy. How crazy would it be? Let's say we get 20 HP, 20 strength, 24 MP, and 0 agility. How dangerous would the Sharlock dive be if we had those kind of numbers?
That would be disgusting, even if there are no Armor Knights or Red Dragons in there. It's coin flips at best if the game wants to let you run, period. It's absolutely hilarious to do those.
I got to do some quick math here. Let's see. 82, 78 is 50, 74 is 51, 70 is 52, 66 is 53, 62, 55. We could be punched for 55, DK.
That'd be pretty funny. I'd love to see that.
I would too. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I would definitely pay to see that. Speaking of pay, look at Angel FM. All of a sudden, he's got 6,038 golds to his name. You know what I mean? If this is one of those slogs where you have to just grind and grind and grind and grind, do you think you could buy a silver shield with that money?
I think it's possible, although I don't foresee Angel not taking Death Warps here. It's just way too efficient to Death Warp.
I mean, I understand that, but he's used so few resources on this fight. He could go on for quite a while. I mean, they give good money, 160 golds a piece. I mean, obviously, we still need quite a few green dragons to go down, but I'm just saying, I think there is a slight possibility this could happen. I mean, it's just going stop spell, stop spell, stop spell, stop spell. It's got to be 75% clip. There's the hurt more that Angel didn't want to see.
Yeah, and that hurt more. It's at least not hurting as much with the armor here. But it's definitely a 75% stop spell. There's no way it's not.
Absolutely here. And yeah, Scarlet just absolutely going in the wrong direction, going back to the western part of that continent.
Yeah, this is entered complete feels bad mode. Every once in a while, you go east versus west, but he's done it repeatedly and just has somehow skirted around that exact area. I mean, he hasn't even seen the freebie cave, which is just past it.
18 agility, 10 HP, 8 MP with 6 power, and there is the hurt more and the other spell of return to complete our spell list.
Well, look at that. See, we're starting to already look up here, and I agree with the swinging here. We still need a little more attack power, a little bit more MP here, dependent, and agility would always be welcome. But we'll see what happens. I'm still leaning on 17.
Yeah, the 18 agility was nice there. Now our defense is 70. I mean, that's still not great because, it can still melee us for quite a bit. What, 52, 53?
Yeah, at this point, at 110 HP, even those low 50s attacks don't really have as much bearing on the fight anymore. It's when you're borderline right around 100 that it gets a little sketchy.
Absolutely.
So I've been 52. Watching Scarlet over here. I think he's revisited most of this stuff for a second time. He's hopefully got to be getting it narrowed down at this point.
Yeah, definitely, because Angel FM is now that experience. By the time Scarlet finds everything, it's just going to be too late. And you really hate to see this, because if you just joined us here, Scarlet was 1, maybe 2 pixels too far north to discover Rimuldar, and before, he could direction himself another way, he got killed by, I think it was a red dragon.
Yep, that is correct. And in every single time since, he's either gone west, he's gone straight south, or he's gone southeast, but down that first opening that leads you down to Hawksness, and just not has continued straight east from there.
Yep, that is just rather unfortunate there. And once he finds Rimuldar and realizes how close he was right at the start, he has to have figured, I'm probably beat at this point.
Well, I know we said we might. It's possible still. We're at 110. We might be looking for a death necklace to help us out here. Remember, from Angel's perspective, he has not seen the bottom of Tablet. He has not seen the bottom of Grave either. So there are a couple checks out there. We don't know about the Grave, but it's got a 7 and 9 chance at being inside of Sharlock. Do you think we make a play for it if we do get there?
For the death necklace, it's possible. It's possible that as much as we thought it was going to be a foregone conclusion of cancellation, I think the 25,000 gold pyramid might very well be on again. Now, that's the one thing that could save Scarlet, is the death necklace. But we would need a big boon in HP, and attack power just flatlines. That's the only thing that can save Scarlet, because if this is one of those situations where we just do not have the attack power to take down the Dragon Lord, and we need that death necklace, and Scarlet, let's say, he does everything out of order and goes Grave, tries to dig for an item that he needs, and stumbles upon the death necklace. That's the only thing. It is a long shot, to say the least, but that is Scarlet's only hope right now, DK.
Yeah, and unfortunate for him, he has gone east and went straight south again as soon as he got here, and now he's going southwest from here. I don't know how far he can go. I don't think it was much.
It's like he is so demagnetized from going east of start. It's just crazy how he's not gone to the direction of Rimuldar every single time. You would think by now he would have exhausted this option, but he just keeps doing the same thing.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, when the Angel was over here earlier, I think it does circle around on the south end and come back up to that same area to where you would see the freebie cave first. He's going to be forced that direction at some point, it seems, if he stays down this way.
Right, but we'll see how this plays out. Our next level, by the way, is at 9750. That's 2 more green dragons, and Angel will be there. And looking at the gold, he's at 8,700 golds and still at 43 MP.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. This has been a fantastic grind for him. And at this point, Scarlet, near 15, decides to just go ahead and start grinding in Hawks again.
Yeah, he figures, maybe I'm a level or 2 away from making the dive to Sharlock, once I get my homework. But little does he know, our MP and our attack power and our agility are all still lagging.
Yeah, a chat trying to will it to Scarlet that the open spell doesn't come until a later version of this game.
Yep. So, Angel, going to get to level 16. We'll see what our digits are. 8 power's nice, 2 agility, 5 HP, and 3 MP. So, we're getting closer, but we still need more, DK.
Yep, the grind continues. We're definitely knocking on that door. Gosh, we still need a decent enough 17, though. We can't just sneak by it here for my 17 guest to come into play.
Right, we still need about 30-some more green dragons if Angel wants to think about purchasing a silver shield, because, yeah, this is another thing that could benefit Angel if our agility starts to flatline. He could definitely use that silver shield.
Yeah, you're never going to turn one down if you have the opportunity unless it's way out of the way. I know we did see it in a shop somewhere. I just do not remember which town.
I don't know if there was one in Cole, but I definitely know there was one somewhere in this seed. It exists.
So the green dragons continue to die, even on Scarlet's side occasionally here. He's going to get level 15 off of this, and I have to assume he's going to push back out at 15, even though it does come with his last 2 spells.
Right. But this experience lead is just continuing to climb and climb and climb for Scarlet. It's over 3,000 once Angel gets this green dragon down and continues to just chop at him here.
There we go, level 15 for Scarlet. The green dragons are just littering the inside of the swamp cave on the left here, though. I think that's a good guess now, chat. How many green dragons do you think Angel will have ultimately taken out? Don't sit there and do some math. Just take a good guess.
Ooh, I'm going to play along as well. Yeah, I still remember the seed that we did a couple weeks back of, what did we have? Over 200 armored knights go down. Well, we could hit triple digits here with these green dragons. I don't know if we'll get there on Angel's side, but I'm going to take a stab here. We're going to go for 77.
77? Yeah, I was going to say 72, so we're in the same ballpark here. I know some people will be out there 135. It's this many per level and so on, and they're cheaters. That's okay, but we don't shun them. That's
all right. There's another 160 gold, so we are 21. Now I can officially count. We are 21 gold dragons away. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. We're a little bit more than 21 green dragons away. All right, back to the drawing board.
And for Scarlet, he's at the bottom of the world. He needed to go north where he just was up there. I think it does dead end over here from what I remember from Angel. It's been a bit, but I think eventually he's going to be forced that direction. So we might be a couple minutes away from finally getting the keys, question mark.
Once he gets this green dragon down, and now I got the math, he'll be 35 green dragons away from Silver Shield money. Just 35 more he needs.
Well, for his sake, I hope he doesn't have to grind that many more, but it would be humorous to watch it happen.
Could happen. We need some flat lines, though, for Angel to get that Silver Shield. Or we need some gold men. We never found any gold men in this seed. That's kind of too bad. 650 golds every time you take down a gold man.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of gold men running around. To be honest, we haven't seen a lot of gold chests because we started with 2 of them in the throne room.
Yeah, I mean, we have no gold grind in Sharlock. Even if we wanted to get a Silver Shield, there's no gold grind to be found in Sharlock. Now, Scarlet is going to, once again, try to take down the Fun Police, who have had their way with both runners tonight, especially Angel. But Scarlet wants some revenge here, getting decent amount of rolls here, and he's got a free attack here. And, hey, gets it down. That's 350 points. Nice kill there for Scarlet.
Yeah, we'll take the small victories at this point, for sure.
All right, so one more green dragon will get Angel to level 17, and we'll see if that's good enough for Angel to hightail it to Sharlock. Still 27 MP left. He is still rolling strong here as he is doing this grind.
Meanwhile, after that dead end on the southeast corner, I think Scarlet is finally forced to go the direction we want. He needs to turn right here. He is just not
Zero power. Zero power. Now, we get 14 MP, but 0 power, and Angel has to keep going. So if he doesn't take a death in these next 20 fights, that's right, we're at 20. 160 times 20 is 3,200. Yeah, 20 green dragons, Angel will have his Silver Shield.
And here we go. ScarletShadoww just had his stomach go through his throat as he comes out of the Harp Cave and sees Rim.
Yep. That was the cave that he saw earlier. He's going to see it. And yep, his stomach just sank right there.
Yeah, it's an ultimate feels bad moment, especially once you're in Scarlet's position, knowing that all progression runs through these keys. He has no other options.
Yeah, it's a very sickening feeling. We had hyped up this match because, we had 2 very close matches in games number 1 and 2 that came down to one thing in game number 1, one thing in game number 2. And to see game number 3 just end up being a blowout because Scarlet missing Rimuldar by inches, you just hate to see it, DK.
Yeah, it was just over an hour difference between the key pickups here. That's absolutely insane to think about. But yeah, Angel got it at like 12 minutes, if I remember.
Yeah, somewhere along those lines. So yeah, over an hour difference that Scarlet has finally found the keys, which will unlock the rest of the seed. But it's too little too late. I mean, barring, something really, really crazy, this is Angel FM's game to lose here.
Yeah, and he's going to have no idea. I bet Angel, still in the back of his mind, is feeling terrible about the way the coordinates went and then the delay of going to finally pick them up. So, that's probably preying on his mind, especially with how well Scarlet has been playing this entire tournament.
People asking if Angel gets to Silver Shield money, is it worth buying at this point? I mean, he doesn't know it, but, if agility continues to flatline, I'd get it. I mean, you know what enemy we haven't seen? There's 2 other enemies we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen blue dragons. We haven't seen stone men either. Who knows if they have anything nasty?
Have we seen jerk birds either?
No, we haven't seen any jerk birds either. We've seen the other two, but no magic wyverns or no star wyverns. I beg your pardon.
So yeah, we got a couple potential surprises in there, and there's been a lot of enemies with abilities. So
yeah, definitely. So we'll see. I mean, right now we're going to be over 13,000. We need to get to 14,250. So Angel's actually going to get the level before he would have Silver Shield money, if my math is correct. It'll be close, though. I mean, he'll see if level 18s go and he sees he's close to Silver Shield money. Does he just chip away and get to the 14.8?
I think at this point he'll most likely not. If that does come to that case, unless there's like the easiest gold chest ever to grab on the way there or something. I know there was there one in Freebie Cave? I think it was.
No, Freebie Cave had a dragon scale.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, I don't know where an easy gold chest would be. So I think he's gonna be freaking out and trying to get into Sharlock as quickly as possible.
Unless, of course, level 18 ends up being a disaster, which is definitely a possibility. Like, we get one attack power and we don't have enough HP to get a death necklace.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, we're 14,250. We're almost there. We'll ultimately see what they decide. Meanwhile, Scarlet's going to go through Swamp first. He's going to find the jerk immediately. Yeah,
I mean, that's knowledge he could have used an hour ago, but unfortunately, he's just finding out about it now, and he still needs the silver harp and the token. Green Dragon, another one goes down, as we are less than 1,000 gold away now from that silver shield. We're actually 6 Green Dragons away, to be precise.
Well, let's see what happens here. Scarlet's going to... I figured he had to have the rest of the knowledge. There's literally nothing over here that he could find. He's already got everything else. The only other missing place would be the back of Garenham, which he's already known where Garenham is.
It's funny, you see the back of Sharlock, but no way to get there from this little island. So one more Green Dragon will get Angel the level. So Scarlet now finally back to Caitlin. He'll see that there are coordinates, which again, numbers-wise isn't too bad. I mean, you kind of have to go through a somewhat convoluted path to get to Erdrick's sword, as Angel does get level 18. Let's see if it's good enough. 9 power is great, 12 agility is great, 7 HP, 1 MP. What do you think? 12 heal mores, 124 HP, 7 to 15. I think that's good.
It's so borderline, but the doubles potential with 124, I think, sets it over the top.
Now, Angel is running into a lot of stuff. Now, he only needs 274 more golds, and he runs into another wizard. I think he's going to go for it. I mean, he's running into it. Why not?
I mean, I agree at this point. You might as well. And it put him to 91 defense.
Oh, and he's got the fun police now. He only has 1 heal more, but he's rolling so high, he could finish it off in 3 shots.
Absolutely. So, yeah, this guy should go down pretty quickly. And, yeah, if it's on his way, you might as well get it.
Oh, that wasn't enough to finish it. And, yeah, you got to play it safe. You don't want to lose your gold. I think Angel's going to do this. I think he's going to buy it. And then we're going to have some crazy defense.
He's still got to get out of here, and now he's out of resources, period. So let's see what happens.
Right, he doesn't want to run into another... There's the gold man! Where were you? 5,000 enemies ago! Oh, overkill there, and this werewolf given some problems. Angel escapes with his cash.
Absolutely, so... here we go. Meanwhile, Scarlet doing all the things that we've seen already. Hopefully, for his sake, he stays up top. He's going to get his flute and his harp here along with the curse belt.
Yep, indeed. So, Angel, using the rappel, I imagine, is heading for a town that's going to have the silver shield, and it might be here. Oh! Uh-oh! He's back attacked! He still has 91 HP. Okay.
Yeah, and if he had the flute in case the golem really started playing ball.
True indeed. So, yeah, I believe, Rumeldar has a silver shield. There you go. He's going to make the purchase. How about that? That's going to put his defense all the way up to 93, I think?
He's at 81, so it should be 91.
Oh, 91. Okay, ScarletShadoww's got a silver shield. Is that all right? Did he buy a silver shield?
No, we just had a mismark on the tracker. It's all right. There we go. We're getting them
There
fixed.
we go. Okay, so yeah, 91. So at this point, he's defense breaking the Dragon Lord. He's also defense breaking Green Dragons and Star Wyverns and Werewolves and Wizards. So yeah, this should be a free dive. So we do the numbers here, 12 heal mores, 124 HP. You have good chances of doubles here, DK. So you're rolling 7 to 15. You're averaging 11. You think Angel's going to go to Breck and buy some fairy water?
I mean, he's going to stop in Breck and top off, but I think he's confused on where he's going now. He's trying to figure out where he needed to walk, and there he goes. Now he's figured it out, but he's not stopping.
Oh, by the way, Scarlet is diving a Garanham. We did find a fighter's ring in the 4th chest of grave, and the final chest is fairy water. So, yeah, we now know for a fact that the death necklace is, in fact, in Charlock. Unfortunately, because our HP is too low, we will not be playing the 25,000 gold pyramid tonight. You can speculate all you want, but we're not going to find out.
Yeah, precisely. Meanwhile, we'll see if Scarlet is able to pull off this count on the first or second try, because he is now doing it. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, if he gets it on the first try, it's just going to make you feel that much more sick. So we do have reds up top, so that's no bueno. About a 10% chance of running. I know it's not 10%, but if you were watching last night's race, remember, Angel had a decuple run fail on a red dragon on the bottom floor of Charlock, which forced him to burn 3 of his heal mores, and that made that Dragon Lord fight very, very sketchy, but was able to finish it off.
Yeah, Angel's had a couple fun Charlocks so far. Yeah, and it looks like Scarlet did the exact same thing. He's going to realize he needs to walk around, though, and it's right there. Oh, my God. Look at that opening is right there, and Angel just didn't go around that long.
Yep.
But yeah, last night, like you said, the 10-turn run fail, Armor Knight style, and then the night before, he was able to get maxed for a 50 max melee and did it twice in a row. It was disgusting.
Yeah, that's what happened in game number 1, as you recall. Yeah, he's had some interesting adventures in Charlock, to say the least, and Angel really cannot afford to give up any resources here. I mean, it's borderline as it is right now, DK. And Scarlet,
yes.
Man, what a good count there for Scarlet. He gets his sword. Golly, what could have been there, DK, if he didn't miss Rimuldar? This could have been this could have been a photo finish.
Absolutely. Even if you ignore the fact that he did that long grind in Hawks, I think that was perfectly fine if he gets the keys immediately after he was ready to start moving.
Absolutely. If he would have gotten the keys, done the grind, and then, do the exploration, then do the grind somewhere, he'd have been fine, and you could argue he'd be in position to pull off the upset and move to the finals himself, but that's the nature of randomizers sometimes. Sometimes you're just this one little thing away, and that ends up being the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, another thing that's a thing that he's doing, he has not gone into the Tantalor Treasury, which if he would realize that's where his token is and the last thing he needs.
Sure. But he'll go in this cave. Okay, it's the trade-in.
But the dive for Angel continues. We're seeing blue dragons. We've seen green dragons. We've seen star wyverns. We're in zone 3. We'll see how it goes.
All right. I'm going to guess Stone Man is the spike tile then. That'll be my guess.
All right. Stone Man and Angel throws to sleep.
Well, there's the Stone Man. There's the Stone Man, but that's not what I had in mind.
Well, so far so good here. The 3 enemies, you'd rather see nobody, but if you're seeing anybody, I'd see these 3 over some of the others.
Absolutely. Okay, Blue Dragon. Yeah, Angel's had good run luck so far, and that's what's helped him, keep all of his resources. He's going to need every single one of them. And he's having problems running away from this wizard. Wow. Was that a triple run fail or quad?
I think it might have been a quad, and this is why it's painful to be able to repel these enemies, but not have enough to do repel safely and run into them.
Then he gets back attacked by a blue dragon. Luckily, I don't think it has anything nasty, or at least he hasn't seen anything nasty. Uh-oh, AK-47 does get the run. And on the tile, green dragon. Somebody called it in chat. It's a green dragon. There you go. The easiest fight ever. So add one more to the tote.
You love it.
Well, you don't love this. It's a red dragon for Scarlet. Again, he'll have enough resources to do this fight. And here's Angel now, making it to the Dragon Lord in position to make it to his second championship in 3 years. Here we go. He's looking for stop spell, not getting it there. Doesn't get it there. The old nope more, as I like to call it. He's got 2 herbs left. That is all. And we're stuck on nope more from the Dragon Lord. Final herb for Angel, but it's another nope more from the Dragon Lord. He'll just have to grin and bear it. So he needs this first strike here. A small chance he'll get an opening double. He has the first strike. We'll start with a 14. Good roll. And he's got his double.
That's awesome.
27, and those are good rolls as well. So good start here for Angel. 150 to 165 is what we need. We're currently on 27. 34, that was a min roll, unfortunately. $44. 10 heal mores left to go. And Scarlet's now in Mountain. 57. So far has not gotten a double yet. We're at 57. We're now at 71. That was a good roll. 15 is the max he can roll. There's 82. Could be a double. And it is a double for Angel. He's now up to 95. Solid roll so far, DK.
Yeah, this is looking really, really solid.
All right, Angel, big favorite here to lock this up. There's a 9. Modest roll. We'll put him at 104. There's a 14. That'll put him at 118. 5 attacks left minimum. So he's close to automatic. 131 is great, and there's the bad news for Scarlet. He sees that token, knows he's in grind and go mode, but it's going to be too late. Puts him at 140 with 3 attacks left to go. He is so close to guaranteed. He got a double, 150.
Yeah, 3 doubles in the middle here.
That's going to wrap it up.
Completely solidified it.
Yep, that's going to wrap it up. Angel's going to have this one with a 162. Get your GGs out for Angel FM. For the second time in 3 years, Angel FM is headed to the finals of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament.
Yeah, just absolutely fantastically played. We saw major divergence early as far as how we wanted to get out, but then the key situation for Scarlet just kept perpetuating. And when there's an hour difference between keys and they're so important, it's, this is our end result.
Yeah, just a real tough break there for ScarletShadoww. He had played so well throughout this entire tournament, got through Nest Cardinality, got through the 2021 champion Tilo, took the first game off the 2022 champion, was right there in game number 2. If it weren't for some lucky rolls and breaks at the end, Scarlet might be in the championship instead, and then Rumeldar ending up being his undoing tonight. Just a tough way to go out, but big GGs to Scarlet. An amazing performance. He'll be back next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and in fact, he's here with us now. Welcome in, ScarletShadoww. How are you feeling, buddy?
Well, I must say, you put up a great fight. You put up some amazing performances, taking care of Nest Cardinality, taking care of Tilo. You could have had game number 2 if Dragon Lord didn't roll so low and Angel didn't get those high rolls late in the Dragon Lord fight. And then tonight, just horrific luck early on. You were right there where Rumeldar was. You skirted past it by maybe 1 pixel. You get killed, and it filters you away from where you needed to go. And that ended up being the entire difference of this game.
I could imagine that. As soon as I saw where Rim was, I'm like, oh well, yep, I could have been there maybe 35 minutes ago.
More like an hour ago. So we also have Angel in the commentators booth with us. Congratulations, Angel! You come from behind, winning the last 2 games of the set, and you are moving on to your second finals in 3 years. That means we're going to be guaranteed to have a 2-time champion one way or the other. And you played very well, Angel, but unfortunately, it was kind of served to you on a silver platter because Scarlet missed Rimuldar early by about 1 pixel north, and he was killed by a red dragon and never got back there until about an hour later.
Wow, because I after screwing up the coordinates count because my pen decided I want to run out of ink on the 9 for south, so going 24 south. Like once I saw the sword, I'm like, I feel so far behind.
And yeah, that very well could have cost you there, if this race would have turned out differently, on Scarlet's side, with Rimuldar, because keys, ended up being, absolutely what you needed to progress in this seed. And there were no loose keys at all. The one thing that could have saved you, Scarlet, which unfortunately didn't, was the mountains blocked you off from Swamp North, which would have been a back door to Tantagel Castle, but unfortunately it was cut off by mountains. If those weren't cut off, you still could have been very much alive in this, but it just wasn't meant to be tonight. Just a very brutal way to go out, but you played so well throughout this entire tournament. I mean, you should have nothing to hang your head on. I mean, going up against Angel and taking him to a 3rd game and, you playing very, very well all the way through. I mean, you should have nothing to hang your head on. You played exceptionally well this tournament.
Thank you, LZ. My other thought was the only thing that could save me was if Sword was in Charlock, and possibly that grind that I did in Hawksness forever might eventually pay off. If Hurtmore doesn't come at 15, that grind maybe pays off and I catch up. I think I did 13. I went all the way to 13 in Hawksness on those enemies before I even did anything else in the seed.
Yeah, and and it could have paid off. Had you had the keys by then do the grind, and then you could have had everything ready to go. You could have been on your way, and then you could have done your own grind, and that could have put you over the top. Just at 1 pixel. I mean, you're gonna watch back at this race, and you're gonna see how close you were to either making this a game or perhaps winning this and taking down Angel, but just didn't work out for you tonight, Scarlet. But hey, again, great performance, but let's not take anything away from Angel. I mean, you played exceptionally well throughout the entire tournament. We were even talking to DK, even told him, even the top pros are going to have their moments. And, how you didn't feel too good after it took you 3 attempts to count those coordinates because, you had that happen with your pen. Unfortunate that happened. I mean, it could have cost you there. I mean, you were fortunate that what happened in this race happened, but I'll tell you what, how surprised were you that you grinded through all of those green dragons and you're able to get that silver shield? I bet you're thinking, oh, there's no way we're getting the silver shield. There's no gold grind.
I mean, it was like, I wouldn't say so much that, like, probably for about the first half, until, like Scarlet said, the Hawks in the zone, because that was the very last thing, one of the very last things I saw. And with the free green dragons and the just about free magic wyverns, and then just having that spike tile be the green dragon in swamp, and I sat there from like 14 all the way to 19 without even going back.
Yeah, and you didn't even have to refill. I mean, they were just heavy on stop spells. You could see 75% stop spell, 75% hurt more, but it seemed to be even more heavier on stop spell than anything else. So that helped quite a bit. And obviously, having that silver shield made the dive that much easier for you. I mean, there was a couple things here and there. Nothing too horrible. Not like that Kupal run fail that you had last night to that red dragon. That was absolutely bonkers there. But yeah, you played very, very well. And by the way, the total, if we were playing Prices Right, DK, we both went over. It was only 61 green dragons, but that's still a lot.
It felt like a ton of them, especially since most of it, if not all of it, was physicals, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
But, I was refusing to hurt more because I'm like, I can just stay on this. I don't need to be casting hurt more. I can stay on this and just go however high I need to.
Yep, and then the comical part was after you killed a couple of wizards to get to your silver shield money. The next enemy you run into is a gold, man. We lost it. It was too funny. It's like, where were you 5,000 enemies ago? It was funny.
Yeah, I was somewhat thinking about that. Like I'm like, maybe I should just kill this for like fairy water money or something. I don't know, but
yeah, I mean, you could have used fairy water. Turns out you didn't need it. You were rolling so good, you only suffered 1 min roll, and then I think 1 9 on your Dragon Lord fight. So you were just rolling amazing. Had a couple of attacks left to spare, so you were in good shape there. But GG Angel, moving on to the championship. You're going to be taking on last year's champion, Big Slamu, which means for the first time in Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament history, we have past champions going at each other. You in 2022 and Slamu in 2023. So go over your thoughts about your championship opponent.
oh, I'm gonna get crushed. I mean, I'm gonna lose Slamu 0-2. It's no question.
Well, I mean, listen, if DK can beat him, anybody can beat him. I mean, yes, I know that he has been running hot in this tournament. He has not taken even 1 loss so far in the bracket stages. So he definitely looks unbeatable. But the way you've been playing, Angel, I mean, I know you didn't have your A game on your coordinates, which, again, I'm sure that you're going to be in tip-top shape for your first game against Slamu, if it, of course, boils down to it. But whatever happens, it's going to be sure to be a thrilling matchup. So GG to you. We wish you the best of luck. And again, Scarlet, great effort tonight. Great effort throughout the entire tournament. You played exceptionally well, and we'll definitely see you back next year.
Oh, but my tournament's not done. I have a 3rd place match against Metal Dream coming up. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, do we? Are we doing 3rd place matches now? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I've gotten the pleasure of doing the 3rd place match the last 2 years after losing in the semis.
For some reason, I didn't think we
don't
did
do
those.
something stupid. Don't do anything stupid, Scarlet, or the admins get really mad. So just be careful.
Understood. So much for bonk percent versus Radiant Cast or something. I'll throw that out the window, I guess.
Yeah, Aaron was mentioning, thought 3rd place got retired after last year's debacle. I mean, I don't know what happened in said debacle, but we'll see if we go over it this year or not. But in any event, GG's to the both of you. Again, congratulations on a great tournament. And then, Angel, congratulations on punching your ticket to the grand finals. Best of luck to you and Slamu.
Yeah, good luck, Angel. GG. Good luck against Slamu. I'll be looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, GG Scarlet. Like I said, you played very well throughout the whole entire tournament. And like I said, you were the one I was most scared of coming into this. So, I'm glad it went to 3 games.
Me too, and thanks. I appreciate it.
All right. Please make sure you give both of our runners, ScarletShadoww and Angel FM, a follow. Absolutely tremendous performance throughout the entirety of this tournament. Of course, Angel FM moving on to the finals to take on last year's champion, Big Slamu. DK, any final thoughts before we say goodnight here on RPG Limit Break?
Not all. Fantastic race, even with the little snafu there with the keys. But otherwise, definitely looking forward to this finals as well. I think it's going to be a great time had by all.
Absolutely. We're going to be rating to Earthbound Super Series for the Earthbound Boogie Percent Tournament. So have a lot of fun with that if you like your RPGs. So stick around. But for now, that's going to wrap up our coverage here on RPG Limit Break. Again, please make sure you give both of our runners, ScarletShadoww and Angel FM, a follow. And thank you very much for High Spirits for restreaming and Secret Agent Man for doing the track. And of course, once again, thank you, DK, for doing the commentary with me tonight. As always, it's a pleasure. We make a great team.
Yeah, agreed. Thank you so much.
All right. So for everybody here on RPG Limit Break, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your night, and we will see you again real soon for the final. Good night, everyone.